Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Welcome to episode 12 of Knitting in the Northwest. I'm Nancy.
I'm Nettie.
And once again, we are recording at Nettie's awesome destination yarn shop in it's Mead, Green Bluff. I think they're kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
Just north of Spokane, Washington. So if you're ever within a 200-mile radius, this is a great shop. She's got a beautiful yarn shop. She's got amazing yarn, but the view is priceless. It's on her property, and they're up on a hill, and a view over the valley, and so much fun. I think we both have Maker's Night hangover this morning
without the alcohol.
Without the alcohol. We're recording on Friday morning. And Thursdays are her Maker's Night. And we did a potluck. We did walking tacos, which if people aren't familiar with those, you take like a little bag of Fritos or Doritos, the little snack size bags, you crunch them up, and then you add all your taco fixings in the bag and just eat it out of the bag. Yeah. So much fun.
It was so fun.
So much fun. So much laughing, and it was like I walked outside and my ears were ringing.
I know.
It was so
I didn't take any pictures, but thankfully a few people
did. So, but if you're ever close by, you need to come check this out.
That was super fun.
Yeah. And, thank you to everyone. We've had a lot of new subscribers, so we thought we'd do just a little introduction of ourselves for all you new people. And thanks for all you new people for subscribing. I'm Nancy. I have been a knitter for years. I think I learned when I was quite young. My grandmother knit, probably second, third grade, somewhere around there. I started knitting. Was a knitter, made my own clothes. I did cross stitch. I did the whole gamut of needlework stuff. And then, kind of off and on throughout the years, picked it up and put it down. Started getting serious about it again when I had a child, because there was some really cute sweaters that I could knit for her. And then I was trying to think. So in 2007, my child was in her 20s and passed away and had 3 young girls. So I became a parent again at the ripe age of, I'm not even going to tell
25 again.
I should have been 25 to raise 3 girls, and became a parent to the 3 girls. And then in 2017, lost my husband to a very rare form of bone marrow cancer, and thought, what am I going to do? I was in the medical field for years. I had left the medical field, and I decided I was going to dye yarn, because we had always talked about dyeing yarn, my husband and I. So I created Trilogy Yarns, and I am sure many of you have heard of Trilogy Yarns. Did that for a couple years, just dabbled, and then 2020 hit, and we all know what that was. And I decided I was going to sink or swim at that point. So I took Trilogy Yarns full time, and I took it full time with a vengeance, and I created what I think was a very successful yarn dyeing company.
Really great yarn dyeing company.
And worked at it for years. 4 years at that point, because in 2024 I decided I was going to retire. I needed I'd had one shoulder replacement, needed another shoulder replacement, and knew I would be unable to do all the heavy lifting that behind the scenes of a yarn dyer is a very physical job. It's hot and it's physical, but it's fun. So I had decided I was going to just retire and probably close the business down, but was approached by a gal in Boise who wanted to buy it. So Trilogy Yarns, and I'm sure you guys continue to see it, is still going on. Carrie's doing beautiful things with it. It is the last couple days to pre-order her Halloween Advent. Christmas Advents are up. I will put a link to Trilogy Yarns down below. So now I am retired, and I get to be a full-time knitter, which there's
Best
no
job
better
ever.
job. A full-time knitter. I can go to retreats. And I get to be Applewood Yarn Barn shop mascot. Because I live here practically. I don't live here.
People don't sit in our chair when they
yeah, it's sad when you have a designated chair at the yarn shop and people come in, they say, are you always here? And it's like, well, as a matter of fact, I pretty much am because, being a widow and the kids are in their 20s and they're, spreading their wings, I would rather sit up here and knit than sit home and knit by myself. So
we can talk patterns. We can talk yarn.
Can enable. Yes.
I know.
So Nettie, now let's tell us about you.
Well, I am married. I've got 4 adult children of my own. My husband's got 4.
Can you say Brady Bunch?
I know, Brady Bunch. Dysfunctional Brady Bunch. And they're all older. So the youngest is 28 almost.
In fact, when I came up, they have a pool. And some of the kids and the grandkids are in the pool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we've been married, 12 years almost. So I moved up to Green Bluff, and Green Bluff is an area that there are pumpkin patches, orchards.
Great fall festivals.
Yeah, fall festivals. And so we have a small hobby orchard. And we always needed to build a barn for his mowers and ATV and that kind of stuff. And so my sister and my sister-in-law and I started talking right after the pandemic. So it must have been the year. So we were supposed to go to Vogue in Seattle in 2020 and it got canceled. And so it must have been 22 when we went.
I vended there.
Yeah. Yep. And I remember seeing you.
Yeah.
And we started we did Vogue and then we did a little mini yarn crawl. And we started talking about, what if I quit work and I opened a yarn store? And we didn't have one. So our friend Chris, she owned Knit at the studio in the valley and out towards Pullman. And she closed down and then her niece closed her store in Coeur d'Alene. And we couldn't get the staple yarns that we wanted, like the Blue Sky Fiber Company, we couldn't get those in town, and so we decided, well, what do you think? And so I still remember on the ferry on the way back from Bainbridge Island, we were just sitting there in the car, and I got my iPad out, and I'm like, let's do this. So we started sketching ideas for logos, and my husband said yes. He didn't say no to anything. He was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, I laughed though. The only thing the only thing that he said no to, I don't even think I told you this, was we have these little parking spots along a rock wall and we wanted to get that chalk paint. So the first time people came to know where the lines were to park. And he was like, no. And she's like, don't push it. It's the only thing he ever said no to was that chalk paint. So we've been open almost a year. Our anniversary is the 27th of this month. Big party coming up.
Of September. We're still August.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. September 20th.
Yeah.
I can't.
Because we both kind of have white pants on. Well, I have white pants. You have tan ones because, Labor Day weekend. I had to wear them last time I can wear them.
Yeah. No, I think
no.
All the time. But yeah, so it's been a fun journey.
And you've knitted for years.
Yeah. So I learned to knit when I was a kiddo. I was kind of like you. I did 4-H and cross-stitched. My mom was like a cross-stitcher, sewer. She never knit. I'm Norwegian. I was asking my aunt because my mom passed away a few years ago. She's like, no, nobody ever knit. I'm like, what? You're Norwegian. Somewhere back there they did. And then probably I traveled for work. And I think when I started traveling, I'd have to fly. So it'd be like I'd get a phone call and I'd have to get on a plane. And so that was about 12 years ago. That's when I became obsessively knitting because it really saved me from airsick, which sounds weird, but I don't get airsick anymore when I fly because I just sit and knit. And sometimes I suck on a peppermint, but I used to be a really bad flyer. Just airsick, not scared of crashing. But
just the motion.
Yeah.
And hence we can't get her to go on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm not doing a cruise. I really would love to.
Yeah.
But so it's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been really crazy watching it grow. And
amazing. Like I say, it is... it's a pretty darn nice store.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, lots of fun.
She's got
some
fun
stuff.
I'm always planning.
Yeah, she's got some fun stuff.
They call me Julie McCoy, the cruise director. She's always got something going on.
Well, and you need to. Yeah. You need to. You can't just be stagnant.
No, so. I even rearranged this morning.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. And then she's got some fun things coming up. Maybe at the end of the podcast, we can talk about
what we're going to do.
Awesome. So what are you wearing? It's so cool.
So it's the summer news.
And that's funny because I wore mine last time.
Yep. So this one's in coastal cotton, which is a really great cotton if a lot of people are afraid of it, but it's really nice to work with. So it's kind of a pinkish color. Super fun, really lightweight.
Yeah. So, and the summer news is like a sampler, a knitting sampler.
Yeah. Very potato chippy.
Just fun.
Very fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you?
I am wearing the Rocket Tee.
Oh, yeah.
And this is made out of Trilogy yarns from their Shits collection. It's Pubic Relations. I don't know if you've seen Schitt's Creek. I know. If you've seen Schitt's Creek, little backstory, Alexis was going to get a job and she was kind of the ditzy blonde. And I don't want to offend anybody. But so she had all these business cards made up because she was going to go into public relations. And so she showed, I don't remember who she showed, her business card, and it said Pubic Relations. And honestly, I think I spit my coffee out.
Oh my gosh.
I laughed so hard. And I had already started dyeing yarn and I thought, oh my gosh, that is going to be a
yarn color.
So this is Pubic Relations. In fact, one time I was doing a trunk show and this older lady picked up a skein of Pubic Relations and she very quietly walked over to me and she said, oh honey, I think you've misspelled this. And I said, no, I spelled it right.
So did you do a suri by itself?
Yes. So this is stripes with a fingering and then a suri. And they're both in the Pubic Relations colorway. So it's, I don't know how many.
Is this one held double though?
No, it's single.
That's so cool.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, 10 or 12 rows of the fingering, and then you go into 10 or 12 rows of the suri.
So pretty.
It's a fun sweater. I think I would make it again. The only thing, and it's okay, I think it's got, no, it doesn't. It's got an I-cord bind off on the bottom, and I'm not totally sold on I-cord bind offs on the bottom because sometimes I think they roll. This one I just rewashed and blocked again, and it lays flat. But and it's okay if you want to do like a French tuck and do that. It keeps it down. But yeah. So that's what I have on.
Fun.
And white pants because Labor Day weekend. And I'm not supposed to wear them, but then they become winter white, and then you can wear them
with cute black boots.
Yes. Fun. All right. So. You have one finished object. I have 5.
Somebody's like, I'd like to own a yarn store so I can sit and knit all day. I'm like, I like emails, newsletters, ordering stuff,
and waiting on making sales,
and then visiting with people.
So you need to wait till you retire, and then you can do 5 objects.
I get lots done, but not like Nancy.
Yeah, 5 objects in the last 2 weeks. So the first one I have, this is a sample knit. This is the Cargill Cowl, which I have. This is the 3rd one I have done. And this is a sample for Two Springs Fiber Arts, who's actually going to be doing a trunk show here tomorrow. It's a strand of fingering and a strand of mohair held double. It's a Rebecca Clow pattern, and it's the dip stitch. I don't know how well.
Not to be confused with a dipstick.
Yeah, not to be confused or a dipstick. But great pattern, fun pattern.
Very cute.
And like I say, this is the 3rd one I've done. I did a couple for Trilogy, and I used suri. I liked dyeing mohair. Sadly, I can't wear mohair even when it's really cold. I find it too prickly. But yeah, so this will be going to Katrina so she can show it tomorrow for the trunk show.
And what size needle is that on?
This, I believe, is on a 6.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It's just, and she has, Rebecca Clow has a sweater in the same pattern that I think would be a fun sweater. I've seen it made up, and it is fun.
You better get right on that, Nancy.
Well, yeah, maybe. Not today.
Not today.
I got other plans.
So cute.
Okay, I'll continue on.
You keep going because I just have one.
Of course, I had to do another pair of socks because I always have socks on the go. This I've lost the ball band for this. I did talk about it last time. These are old stash. This is both Regia. This is I know it's a 75-25. And then for the heels, toes, and cuffs, it's a Regia, but I think it had a little cashmere in it too. And this is just my vanilla sock pattern. I do toe up. I'm 9-inch circular, short row heel. I do 2x2 ribs, and then I do a sewn bind off, just so you can get it up over your heel. So a pair of these done, and this will go to my mother. I am replacing her socks. She gave me a bunch of socks that were long that I'd made for her. She wanted shorty, so these are for her. She did tell me that she's got enough socks now, so
you're going to make them for me.
Well, I have to make them for somebody. I have so many socks because I always have socks on the needles. And I have a gift drawer and I have an overflow drawer, but I really like making socks. Yeah. So I will never have to buy socks, ever. I have worn hand knit socks for probably 20 years. And I just do, 3 weeks, 4 weeks worth of socks at a time. And when I wash them, I hand wash them, and then I just put them on a drying rack. Yeah. Okay. Thing number 3. This is also a sample knit. This is the DK Brioche Cowl by Lavagna Petrocelli. I think it's right. This is done out of Yarn Citizen.
Yep, Yarn Citizen.
And it's done in, the gray is limestone. The blue, is this deep sea? I can't remember. Here is the back. So you do start it flat, and then when you get to a certain point, then you start knitting back and forth and create the bandana part.
It's really cute.
So
she's going to do a class.
Yeah, so this is going to be a sample for Nettie here, and we'll do a beginning brioche class. I love really brioche. Cute. Some people don't. I find brioche is such a squishy, and I just love the rhythm of it. And I was doing a Flying Foxtail shawl by Stephen West, a brioche shawl. And if you guys know what that one is, it's got the leaves, so a lot of increasing, decreasing, pretty large. And I am the type that likes to use interchangeable needles. I probably had 300 brioche stitches on the bottom of the shawl, almost done. And I went like this to slide my stitches down, and I pulled the cable off the needle. And I had, I don't even know how many live brioche stitches. So I may have said something that was a little inappropriate, but I laid it down. I went and got a size 1 long circular needle, picked up what I could, and I went to, as Nettie calls it, YouTube University, and learned how to ladder down and pick up brioche stitches. And I was able to save the whole thing. So I became very proficient in picking up brioche.
It's such a fun pattern, though.
It is such a fun pattern.
It's just simple, but with the brioche, it makes it
look nice
and
squishy. I did the I should bring that up sometime. A couple years ago with Trilogy's Christmas Advent, I did the Brioche Adventure wrap by Jonathan Tallow, and it was 24 brioche stripes and a long wrap. And I've done a big brioche wrap for my mom, and in shawls. So brioche, don't be afraid of it.
Yeah,
it's not. People get intimidated. It's just knit one, yarn over, slip one.
Well, it's the same idea as people get really nervous about mosaic knitting.
Mosaic or even lace work.
Or even lace work. I think it's just because they have those terms.
Yeah. I tell people if you can knit and you can purl, you can do anything. Because it's just how you maneuver those stitches.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to do one?
My one. I finished my Hitchhiker. So cool. Isn't that fun? We call it the dragon tail because it's got the little spikes.
Well, she's not really finished.
Yeah, I gotta weave my ends in. But I'm so excited. I think it's so cute. So hopefully this is another one of those color changing transitions by Fiber Company. But it's just really a subtle gradient, but it's so soft. It's alpaca and merino, and it is so soft.
So soft. And great one skein wonder.
One skein wonder. It was super fun. And it's one of those ones where once you do one of the first little bind off decreases, you don't have to look at the pattern anymore.
And you can do, I did one once where every time I did the decrease, I just did an eyelet row across. You know, you can do a pearl bump, but yeah, these are fun.
Yeah, Hitchhiker.
You need to hang this on your wall somewhere.
Yeah, super fun. So yeah, that was my. It's because I keep starting things.
I know. Can you say cast on itis? Okay, now we'll get into the sweaters. So I did finish. This is, and I had it folded. This is the Skyline Tee by Tori Yu. So it's got the really fun saddle shoulder. I did this out of Cascade Heritage sock yarn. I think it's a 75-25. And I think the color is frozen blue.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's what it is. All the projects are on my Ravelry page. And I did this one with a 3/4 length sleeve. It's supposed to be short sleeved. I have the yarn. It's a nice transition piece.
Drop shoulder?
It is drop shoulder. So I just carried, I did not carry. You carry the saddle shoulder detail. And it's a paid pattern, so I'm not going to give out detail, stuff. But you carry the saddle shoulder down to then where you pick up sleeves. And I just did plain stockinette on the sleeves. So I'm excited to wear it. Yeah, the yarn, it's, it's got some, it's just interesting where I knit it. It didn't block out. I mean, my stitches are kind of funky on it, and I find that weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was kind of a splitty yarn. I do have another sweater out of this fiber. It was kind of a splitty yarn. But once I'm wearing it, I think it'll be fine. It's super cute. And that one, this little blip here sits right up across the boobies. So if anyone gets that close, they better be buying me dinner. They're going to get that close to my breastises. And then this was, see, I block them and then I fold them and throw them in my basket. So this is the Cumulus Tee by Petite Knits. This is a whip that I started probably a year ago. And it's done out of Queensland dungarees in the Rainbow Tweed collection. So the makeup of this is all done from recycled jeans. So it's 76% recycled cotton, 12% cotton, 7% recycled polyester, 5% polyamide. So it's an interesting makeup.
I wonder how they make it. I wonder how they do that.
And it's done out of, the color of this is amethyst, but you can kind of see the little blips of white that show through from the cotton.
But I love all the different colors too, though. It's not just
And so this too has I-cord bind off, and on the sleeves you do kind of a rapid decrease right at the end. So it kind of, pulls them in a little bit on the sleeve. It does
blousing.
Yeah,
it's really cute.
When I tried it on, the V-neck was very low, so I picked up a little more aggressive for the I-cord bind off on the neck. And this one also has the I-cord bind off on the bottom. And this one is, I started this one before I had lost weight, so it's pretty big. So this will be a great one to do a little tuck in and just kind of tuck it in. But glad to have this off. I actually started this with this yarn. I started something else, and it may have been the Salty Air Tee. I don't remember, but I didn't like it. So I ripped it out and restarted in the Cumulus. And I do have another skein of this in a raspberry color that is just cast on. And when I get to that, I'll show you what I'm making with it. But so 2 sweaters, 2 cowls, and a pair of socks. Go me.
Oh man, you crazy.
Okay, but you have a lot of whips.
I brought 3 this time.
So I have 3 also.
Yeah.
So why don't you go?
Well, we talked last time about that yarn that I ice dyed, which is this really pretty kind of raspberry with some dark purple. Yeah, just variations. It was my first time ice dyeing yarn, so we talked about whether or not I should hold it with the dark suri or the light, and most of us picked the light. We picked the light, and the reason being, my dog's laying on the other skein of it, is that it really shows the colors a lot better. Isn't that great? So I jumped ship from the Laura pullover to the Lento because I only had 2 skeins of the fingering weight, and I wanted to make sure I had enough. It's done. If you're supposed to do it on a 10, I did this one on a 9.
Did you do a fold over?
Yeah,
collar?
It's a fold over collar. And I'm just, I started it last week.
Yeah.
It's gone really fast. So I'm making it a little bit cropped, but I'm also doing I'm doing the 1 by 1 rib on the bottom, but I'm going to I like that look of the really thick ribs.
Are you doing twisted or regular?
Just regular.
I think with the suri, just a regular.
But it's really fun. This is a great project. If you have 2 matching skeins of fingering yarn, just throw a suri or a mohair, whatever you prefer. I have, I think I dropped it. We carry the Trinity Cashmere by Yarn Citizen, and this is a really lovely, alpaca, silk, and cashmere. Yeah. It is just 247 yards. It's just
and how can you not?
It's just so soft. Yeah. I'm like you. I just really can't do mohair. I do it. It's okay if it's blended in a fiber like that. Masham wool. One of them is anyway. But
what kind of is that raglan? And is it just a plain?
It's so easy. Yeah.
Nice.
It's folded collar, raglan, and then you just go. So this will be done easily by next week. We'll get the sleeves on.
Do you know what length sleeves are you going to do?
I think I'm going to do just to here.
Like a bracelet length?
Like a bracelet length, rather than real long. I don't know. We'll see how much yarn I have. I don't want to have a random amount of yarn left, so I might go all the way down. But and it's just so lightweight, so it's going to be lightweight but warm. But I really like how the speckles showed through.
Now, is that 1 skein of yarn?
Yeah, it's only 1 skein so far.
So you haven't joined your second skein?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like perfect for, a vest. You could do a vest, with 1 skein of fingering and a mohair or a suri. It's just like, I hadn't really thought about that for a sweater, but I was like, let's try it. And it's just so fun.
It's really pretty. Really pretty. Really showcases the yarn that you dyed.
Yeah, it's really fun. Yeah. Maybe I'll go into yarn dyeing business.
I keep telling her she has, this building is only half of the barn. And I have said more than once, a dye
bust out a wall.
Applewood
My
yarn.
husband's going to be like, what? What happened to my shop?
Yeah, where does
where do I park my stuff?
You're on the property. You could probably.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Okay. So I am working on the Comeback Cardi. This is another sample garment I'm doing for Lisa at Heart to Heart. The Comeback Cardi by Andrea Mallory. And it's a bottom-up cardigan with pockets. So I have done the pockets. I have done, I have done 1 sleeve. So you do the sleeves. And then you join the sleeves. The yarn is really pretty. It's such a pretty yarn.
Tweed.
But it feels really strange. I tell everyone it's just a strange feel. It is 100% merino. It's Yarn Citizen. It's Cricket. It's Cricket, which is 100% merino, but it feels like linen. So
I wonder what it'll feel like once you block it.
I'm sure it'll probably way soften up. And let's see, do we have a colorway? This is light gray.
I wonder if it's the Tweety bits in it that makes it feel like that. I mean, it's such a pretty yarn.
It's such a pretty yarn. And the pattern, it's like a 3x1 broken rib. So she wants this 15.5 inches long. I have a ways to go yet on it because I have so many other projects going. I try to give this 2 hours of love a day.
Yeah.
And it'll get done. It'll get done. It'll get done, there. Lisa. I told you it would be in the fall.
It'll be in the fall. So the Laura pullover, Lamb and Kid, I ended up doing because I have more of this yarn. So I love this one. I started this. It's not fun. So it's just a little mock neck. It'll walk out a little bit. And this is another, I'm using a Zauberball Crazy, which is this real dark color. And I'm holding it with this, I don't know, kind of a seafoam greenish blue together. Again, the Trinity Cashmere and a Zauberball. But I love, you know, Zauberballs fly off the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're just so popular, but people are thinking shawls, hats. I really mainly shawls, and so I wanted to do
color work and
color work, yeah, sweaters,
yeah,
but not showcasing it. And so I really wanted to do something that showcased it, and I love it.
That is really pretty.
I just really love it. So this will definitely be 3/4 sleeves, but I'm going to do a nice long, probably a ribbing on the bottom that's that long as well, and on the sleeves.
And what size are those? Like a 6 or an 8?
7. Yeah, a 7. So it's gone really fast. They're both almost at the same place, just which one I end up picking up for the day. But I think they're going to be fun.
Yeah. It's almost sweater weather.
It's almost sweater weather.
Although I wear sweaters year round, but tees.
Tees, stuff. Yeah. So super fun.
All right. Well, I had to cast on another pair of socks, and these just reside in my car because trains, doctor's appointments, stoplight knitting, waiting in line at Starbucks. I just have the toe. This is deep, deep stash. I was talking about this yarn last night. This is the Toe Footsies, which is an old yarn. It is SWTC. Is that Southwest Trading Company? I don't think they made this anymore. The price tag is still on this. Where did I see it? $16.95. I think I might have got this at a Grand Yarn in Spokane years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But the makeup of this is really interesting. It's 50% superwash wool, 25% soy silk fiber, 22.5% cotton, and 2.5% chitin, which is shrimp shell. So that was the big thing with the Toe Footsies when it came out. It had, with the shrimp shells, they said it had an antibacterial factor to it.
Shrimp shells?
Shrimp shells. Who'd have known? But it's just a real pretty color. I don't even know if there's... Yeah, they didn't put colorways. Oh, a dye lot, just a dye lot, big long number. But it's kind of striping a bit.
It's cute.
It's not a heavy fiber. But yeah, I've had socks out of it before. I don't know where those socks are. Okay. So
somewhere,
you know, my sock project. I start on the magic loop. I toe up, like I said, and then I go to my little 9-inch circular, which is my favorite way of making socks.
She just
one at a time.
Like a little machine.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I have installed a little bit on my cardigan, but I still love it. I can't wait to get going on it again. Once I finish one of those others, I'll pick this back up. So it's the DRK Everyday Cardigan. But I have to show you. I'm going to use one of these buttons. either this one, I just got these super fun ones in, or these ones. How cute are those? The red pump on the gray.
It's cute.
They're so cute. I've been looking all over. You know, Andrea Mowry puts these really cute buttons on all of her sweaters. And they get them from this company called Hall & Hoof. I don't know if you've ever been on their website. They have a ton of really cute ones. And so they're ceramic. And I tried to be a wholesaler of them. And they're not taking any more people, sadly. But I found these, and they're it's called Incomparable Buttons. They have been so popular. $10 for 5 buttons.
So cute.
So fun, right?
Yes.
So just a little Papa red on there.
Yeah.
And that, I just think it's going to be so fun. So, yeah. So, DRK Everyday in Aaron Moore Light. Got another folded collar. And it's another one that's before you block it. It's a little rustic for some people, but I love it. So, that's going to be a great, so it's a sport weight. Well, it's technically a DK, but it's a sport. And it's going to be a great cardigan for fall and going into a layering piece. So need to get it done.
Need to get it done.
Gotta get it done.
Okay, and my last active whip is the Shifty Sweater by Andrea Mowry. And so this is what I've got so far. I just split for sleeves last night, and I am using some deep stash. This is, so the Shifty is like a slip stitch sweater. And
mosaic, right?
Well, it's not really a mosaic, because you don't go with mosaic. You knit a row with one color, and then you go back and knit the other. This one is just slip stitch. And so these are the colors I'm using. So I started with this, the gray, and then I went to the kind of the sagey green, and I've picked up the blue, and then I'm going to incorporate the purple. So these are the 4 sweaters I'm using. This is a cotton yarn, and it is Pearl Soho. It's called Santolina. I don't know if they even make it anymore. It's 70% organic grown cotton, 20% rayon from bamboo, and 10% hemp. It is it's a sport weight, so it's 328 yards in a 100 gram put up. And I don't, because it is so old, I don't know if they have it anymore. I don't know if they really had a sport weight back then, if they considered it a DK. So I am using the Shifty, which I think is done in a DK. But it's a fun. The yarn is great to work with. It has a great feel to it. So
you split for sleeves last night,
I've split for sleeves last night, and I've done, I don't know, what have I done?
An inch.
That much. Not even. But it's a pretty memorizable pattern. It's just a couple different patterns that you do, and you just alternate the patterns. So you have bigger slips and then smaller slips, and they call them blips. So this will go back on my whip wall. And for those of you that are new, I was a very monogamous knitter until, I don't know, a year and a half ago, and I got broke. And so I need to count. I probably have 18 to 20 current whips right now.
Slacking, Nancy.
And I have an IKEA cubby in my office / craft room. And every Friday, and I did roll this morning, I have a dice app on my iPad, and I roll the dice. And it's got 2 dice, and the first dice tells me which cubby to go to. I have 3 projects in each cubby. And the second dice tells me which project. So every Friday, I roll the dice, and whatever I was working on for the week goes back on the whip wall, and I pick another whip for the week. And so having you know, I've got some blankets there, and having Amy just walked in.
My sister.
Totally blew my head.
We're like, what? Why would I be here?
I'm
so just trying to be really quiet.
You're fine. So if you have a project that is just like, oh, it's a slog or a blanket, you know, you work on it for a week and then you put it down and then you pick up something else. And so I have a lot of projects that are like the sweaters. I had, you know, this last week, 2 sweaters that were 3 or 4 days away from being done. So it's just a great way for me to keep my knitting exciting. So I'm not stuck on a project where I'm on stockinette for hours and hours. And if I do have a project that's kind of slow moving, I know, well, I only have to work on it so many days.
Yeah.
So this will go back on the whip wall today. And
what did you draw?
So I did. Okay, so that brings us to what Nettie is starting was doing. I will tell you what I wrote.
Oh, yeah.
So, oops, I'm sliding away here. So talk about what's happening tomorrow, and then that'll lead me into what I wrote.
So tomorrow is our get ready for sweater weather cast on party here in the shop. So we have 3 different sweater patterns that we suggested. Don't have to pick one of those. A lot of people did, but you don't have to. So we did the grapefruit pink cocktail by Thea Coleman.
Which is a vest.
It's kind of a, a little cap sleeve. The Ooey Gooey, of course, by Andrea Mowry. And then the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter. So those 3, we had a sample in the shop of the Easy V, and a lot of people bought yarn at the time and have just been waiting to do it. So I think we're pretty spread out about what sweaters people are doing. So we're casting on tomorrow, and then we're having we're calling it the FOMO Rhinebeck party for our after party. Rhinebeck West. Because we're not going to Rhinebeck. We're very sad, but we're having a party on the 18th of October, and that will be the finish date for our sweaters, and then we'll have a big party here. So.
And you know what? We don't have apple cider donuts. We have pumpkin donuts up here on the hill. And because October is the big harvest festival month up here on Green Bluff, and so they do pumpkin donuts.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. I think it's going to be really great. We'll have a few little vendors and a trunk show. I think Trilogy's going to come.
Trilogy's going to be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have already started the Ooey Gooey. Yeah. And I was going to do the Ooey Gooey. And I was also, since I've already started it, tomorrow I was going to cast on the Easy V. I am going to cast on the Easy V. And I'm doing that out of Trilogy yarn, the Silky Yak DK, which is a great yarn. So I cast on the Ooey Gooey when you had your cast on party, and I thought, okay, so for the next week or so, I want to work on the Ooey Gooey, and I want to cast on the Easy V, and I need to do the comeback party. So I was going to work on all 3 of those for the next week. But being as how it's Friday, I thought I need to roll the dice to see what I roll, because sometime I need to get that in the rotation. I rolled the Ooey Gooey.
Did you really?
It was like the stars had all aligned. So
funny.
I have already, I'll show you what I've got on the Ooey Gooey. What I am making it out of is Fiber Company Acadia. And the makeup of this is, what is this? It's 60% wool, 20% alpaca, 20% silk. And the color that I am using is Poppy, which is a deep red. And for those of you that know me, know I have macular degeneration, and I have a really hard time working on dark colors. But this is my main color, so it's going to be the body. So a lot of just stockinette. So I felt pretty comfortable. It's really nice. And then for the contrast, I am using Suro. And I think I have, I stick it inside. What is Amy, what is Surrey?
It's cotton. Yeah, it's Surrey. Yeah, it's Surrey. Cotton.
Cotton in a sport weight.
In a sport weight.
And so I'm using the. It's just real pale gray. You know, not really cream. It's got more of the gray. So this is as far as I.
You did your speed bumps.
I did my speed bumps on it. So today I'll work some more on that. So there's the welts. So that's what I've got done on the ooey gooey. So I was so happy that I rolled it because I was going to work on it anyway.
And now you can.
So today I'll work on the ooey gooey, and then tomorrow I will cast on the easy bead. So I am set for this week.
Ready.
It just was great.
So fun.
So that is my future cast-ons. Are you going to cast anything on tomorrow? Or are you just going to work on what you got?
I really want to cast on the ooey gooey.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to decide if I can get really good progress. Look at my dog. He's like wrapped in a skein of yarn. Can you guys see him? Look at him down there. He's like literally it's wrapped.
Yeah. Did he go for a walk this morning?
No.
Yeah.
But it's like he's holding on to it.
If I only had
I digress. Yeah. I really want to do the ooey gooey. So we'll see.
Amy, do you want to come say hi?
Oh, I'm good.
Okay.
She's behind the scenes. Yeah. She's got her cabin clothes on. She's going to the river.
Amy and Nettie do a little YouTube on called Sisters too, where they talk about what's going on. Oh, and so the cast on thing tomorrow.
Yes.
If you want to sign up for it, go to the website Yarn Barn, and I'll put in the links below, and sign up for it.
Yeah.
You know, they say that to use applewood yarn. Sign up for it anyway.
Yeah, sign up anyway.
There's weekly
post
drawings.
Pictures, yeah, weekly drawings, post pictures.
I know Lynn from Nantucket, one of my Zoom friends, is doing it.
And we just want to see what you're making.
Yeah.
That's the fun part, is just building that community and seeing, even like connecting people far away too. So
yeah, just to do, because community is fun. Mm-hmm. Community is fun. We don't have knit-alongs on this podcast because Nettie does them.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So fun.
Yeah.
We've already got our next one planned. Did you hear that last night?
No.
Or the first, we haven't named it yet. I always have to have a cute little name, but everybody wants to do a Christmas sweater, and they wanted it to be a red sweater. You're already doing red, but yeah, we're going to do a holiday sweater along. So
yeah,
I said we can start it on Black Friday, but they want more time. So
yeah, you have to think of a cute name.
Yeah.
If you have any suggestions for a cute name, put them in the comments below.
I don't want to say Christmas.
No, or holiday knit along. It's got to be something catchy.
Holly Hoopla.
Holiday Hoopla. Yeah.
It's the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess, I don't know if there's anything else.
Follow along. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah, we'll put all the links below. And like I say, last couple days to order the Halloween Advent from Trilogy Yarns. It'll be 30 20-gram mini skeins, a full 100-gram skein, lots of goodies. And the Christmas Advent is going to be gorgeous. It's Victorian Christmas.
Really,
the
picture,
colors,
the inspiration photo.
And
really
there again, I think she's doing 30 mini skeins. And a full skein plus all the goodies. She always throws in a cute little bag and stuff. And Amber O'Brien is a great one for Advent projects. And then Helen Stewart always puts out her knit vent for holiday projects and stuff. So yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it. I have nothing else.
I don't think so either.
So enjoy the last little bits of summer.
Have a great long weekend.
Have a great long weekend if you're in the continental U.S. Does Canada do something? It seemed like they were. Somebody said they had a holiday weekend, but
my daughter-in-law's coming, so I'll have to ask her.
Yeah, I bet. And they always have bank holidays. Yeah. England has bank holidays every other Monday, I think. I don't know. Awesome. But anyway, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and we'll see you. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let us know what we should call the knit along.
Yeah, our holiday.
Yeah.
Holiday hoopla.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And we'll see you all in a couple of weeks in the middle of September. I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh.
My birthday month. I'm not going to tell you how many decades.
Am I going to take you to Disneyland for your birthday?
Yeah, would you take me to Disneyland? No, I had the best birthday present. I'm getting a shot in my eye on my birthday. It's already scheduled. That's my birthday present this year. But the day after, I go to a retreat.
There you go.
That's like the gray cloud before the sun. Yeah. So, all right, folks.
Awesome.
Take care. Bye.